to the LeRoy and Lewis kitchen, folks. For this week, it is rabbit season. What I got here is a bunch of skinless little bunny rabbits that we are going to brine, smoke, and turn into Rabbit Carnitas. And just like everything else in this world, rabbits tend to taste just like chicken. So that's how we're gonna treat them today, with a good old-fashioned chicken brine. What I got here is some water, just enough to fill these rabbits in this bucket here. And we're gonna go in with 5% by weight salinity. And while it's clear, we're just gonna mix this all up till everything is nicely dissolved. You could do the whole boil some of it to make it dissolve quicker, but as long as you keep whisking, it only takes a few minutes and this will dissolve nice and clear. Beautiful. We're also going to add the same amount of weight of acidity. You can use vinegar, lemon juice, anything you want. I typically go with a vinegar-based hot sauce. That way we get the same. That way we get some good acidity as well as some nice tangy flavor. Basically, what we're doing here is trying to mimic the effects of buttermilk. Buttermilk has got a natural acidity to it, which helps tenderize the meat. We're also going to go in with some crushed garlic. A little extra flavor, never hurt anybody. And up the spice a little bit with a pinch of red pepper flakes. And I'm also gonna go in with a few shots of white pepper, just to get that KFC vibe going on. So this time you can add any aromatics or herbs you like to use. I'm a big fan of adding Italian herbs, the dried stuff. It's going into a brine anyway, so it's gonna rehydrate. Just about a half cup of that. And once everything is thoroughly combined, simply just gonna pour it over all these bunnies. Ooh. Oh, nailed it. Because these rabbits are so small and thin, they really don't need to brine for too long. So I'm just gonna pop these in the fridge for the next 4 to 8 to 12 hours, and then we'll throw them on the pit.
Cooking rabbits. We got them in the brine, pulling them out of the brine. These look really good. Have you ever eaten any kind of rabbit anywhere? Like had it anywhere?
I've only had it when we've made the rabbit porchetta.
I had some when I was in China. Sichuan rabbit coated in chili oil out of a bag with bones in it. It was delicious. Everything there was delicious. So we got these rabbits. We got these skinless from our pork purveyor, Sloan. Like Brad said before, very little fat on them. There's just a little tiny bit kind of around the legs and stuff. There's a couple parts. There's the shoulders, the forelegs. There's the back legs, what we kind of know as the hams. And there's the saddle. The saddle is the kind of middle part here. And it also has rabbit tenderloins in here. A lot of preparations for rabbit, which is what we're going to do today. You're going to see cooked, pulled, and then something else is done with the meat. Let's get them on the smoker. Normally, depending on what kind of barbecue we're doing, we're gonna put a rub on this stuff. Rabbit meat is super delicate. It doesn't have a ton of flavor. We are already gonna confit it in pork fat. So it's gonna have a lot of flavor already, and we're gonna also have some traditional carnitas flavors in there with the Coca-Cola and the evaporated milk. So we don't want a ton of extra rub or like little, pieces of rub kind of discoloring or kind of staining what the rabbit meat is going to look like when it's all chopped and pulled. I think 250, 275, right?
Sounds good to me. Shouldn't take too long.
These rabbits came off the pit. We cooked them to about 165 internal. We're going to separate the legs from the saddle in the front so we can kind of serve these legs as a nice little little chomper. And these guys are just going to pull. We don't want any of these tiny little rib bones in there, but we do want all this good stuff. So we got all these rabbit legs, and then there's saddles. Okay, we got all this rendered pork fat here. It smells so good. This is where you can really tell the difference between the heritage hogs, is in the fat. The fat itself has so much flavor. It just smells porkier. Going in with two cans of evaporated milk, 12 ounce. And then medio litro. This adds some sweetness, some richness. Coca-Cola or any kind of cola is an underrated flavor. We're gonna mix this up, try to get it so it's not so completely separated, and then we're gonna pour it over. Ooh, chunky. It may not look pretty now, folks, but I tell you what, it's going to. Just gonna make sure all these guys are down in there. So we got these rabbits ready. We're gonna put them in the oven around 350, 375. Cook them until we start to see it bubbling. So we start to see the fat bubbling. Then we're gonna slap a lid on. And we don't want to like completely cover it up and have it steam and comfy in there. We want a little bit of the moisture to escape, but we want to kind of increase the pressure. So that's why we're gonna put the lid on and have the tops of the rabbit not get burned. Rabbits are out of the oven. Now they're nice and tender. Very tender. So we're gonna take these out. We're gonna spread them on these sheet trays so they can cool. We're gonna pick all the meat, mix it with some of this fat. These guys are just gonna keep whole. Serve them like that. 350, 375, 1 hour. Then again, they were already cooked to doneness, like 165, when we pulled them off the smoker. Again, it smells so good. Meat looks really good. I've got all the legs here. I've got they're separated in 2 bags. I've got the fat, our fat with the evaporated milk and the Coca-Cola. I'm gonna pour a little bit in some of these bags here. We're gonna finish these on the chud box. This other stuff we're just going to mix it with some of this fat and then heat it up. So we're adding fat back into here, and exactly when you think that you have enough fat added into here, once you think everything is nicely coated, just go ahead and add a little bit more. Whoop. We're just gonna bag this up. It's ready to go. Just imagine that on a nice little 2 meat plate.
Alright, so I'm getting into the rabbit right now. This confit rabbit is amazing. You can taste that direct heat flavor. I'm guessing this was cooked directly over coals. Yeah, no, that's amazing. And the sauce with it too. So good.
Digging that rabbit too, man.
Yeah, me too.